Coach Deborah has a passion and purpose to assist young men, ages 15 to 24, to overcome obstacles and build their best lives. She wants to see every young man live out their potential. She has a master's degree in human services counseling, with a major in life coaching. More importantly, she is the mother of 3 boys, who are exceptional, educated, professional men. Coach Deborah believes it is better to train early, rather than need to fix later. She utilizes basic principles and God-led concepts. Sometimes the only thing a young man has is their credibility or their name. The actions they take are based on the decisions they make. Those decisions align with their choices and result in consequences. Coach Deborah can assist you if you are lost, floundering, or confused. Embrace the help and start building your best life today.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Saturday Morning Live with Coach Deborah. I am super excited that you decided to join us this morning. You could have been anywhere else, but you decided to join us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Please make sure that you come in and you like and share and comment. We love, love, love those comments. So keep them coming. Make sure that you share with family, friends, neighbors, everyone that is involved in any way with a young man, a mother that is raising a son alone, and anyone else that may interact with our young men and is able to assist them in building their best lives. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. It is September 30th, and today is our last session on reaching out to close the gap. Reaching out to close the gap. Our young men go through so many different things throughout their lifetimes. Some of it is involving social media. Some of it is things that happen inside the homes, their grades, being bullied, all types of things. And so if someone is not helping them, assisting them, watching with them, if they're not communicating to people, letting them know what's going on, how they're feeling, they can fall in the gap. So we want to make sure that we close that gap. And then if they happen to fall in, we want to give them some tips on being able to cope and get out of those gaps. So again, thank you so much for tuning in today. And my topic today is talk to the hand. Talk to the hand. Now, you know that term is an old 90s term that meant, hey, I don't want to hear what you got to say. Just talk to my hand. Leave me alone. And, it was just something that was used all the time back then. But think about it. Men, when it comes to their health, are not as savvy or thinking that that's something they need to take care of. So a lot of times when parents and significant others and, loved ones try to tell them, hey, have you taken this test? Have you gotten this vaccine? They like, don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Guess what? Hey, man, you need to take care of your health. If you're not at 100, how can you take care of you and then assist others? So you need to be at 100. And let me just give you some statistics. Men are likely to die earlier than women. 50% of men are less likely to seek medical attention than women. 1 out of 2 are diagnosed with cancer in their lifetimes. 1 out of 2, that's half. 12% of men ages 18 or older are in fair or poor health. I know you thought I was going to say fair or good, but no, fair or poor health. Men suffering from mental health issues are less likely to seek help. As you know, mental health is rising, and it is impacting our young people. So that's a gap we need to get a handle on. Would you agree? Amen. So, young men, please, 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 please. Yes, young men, mature men, all you men, stop saying talk to the hand. When someone steps up to you or in a casual conversation, asks you, have you had this vaccine? Have you had this check? Don't become perturbed with them or get angry. Think about it. At least think about it. People keep saying this. Maybe it's something I need to look into. Now I'm going to tell you some more information that is essential. Good morning, good morning, good morning. For those of you who are tuning in late, we're talking about talk to the hand, and we are talking about men and health issues and getting that help that they need. And again, most of these things I'm going to give you, these 5 things are on an average. But on average, men aren't as healthy as women. So, Thursday I talked about the macho man, men are strong, we're intelligent, we running things. But on average, men aren't as healthy as women. So when you're talking about you strong, you need to be healthy because you can look the part, but what about those insides? Is the heart ticking right? Is the liver, kidneys functioning correctly? Is your adrenaline and your blood doing what it needs to do? Think about it. On average, men smoke and drink more than women. And I know you know some women that can put it down because I used to put it down. But on average, men smoke and drink more than women. Men make fewer annual visits. So, like women always talk about, I got to go get the mammogram, got to go get the pap smear, got to go get things checked out, got to go do the physical. Men are less likely to do that. The flu shot. I know a lot of people don't agree with getting the flu shot, but more women will get the flu shot than men. And depending on your health, the flu can have worse consequences for you. And then men don't get those screenings like women. At our church we had in July, we had a health screening. And who did we see mostly? Women and children. Okay, so you can't be talking about talk to the hand. You got to get a grip on this because don't you want to be around to be an adult, to say you're running your life and then have those children and be there for them. You got a spouse, significant other, you want to be there for them. Your parents are getting up in age, you want to be there for them. Well, you need to be at 100. So please take this information and think about it. Think about it, okay? Now, insurance companies have certain criteria and rules that they go by. They may say for your particular policy, they will pay for this particular screening beginning at age 40. So let's just say prostate cancer checks, for checking for prostate cancer. They may start at 40 or 50 age. Age 40 or 50, they'll pay for that. But guess what? Prostate cancer can attack you at an earlier age. So if you're having symptoms or you have that family history, guess what? You cannot afford to wait until your insurance is going to pay for it. You need to get that test, okay? Anyone can get the flu, depending on your health, because I don't care what age you are, you may have some other type chronic illness. So you may be a young person, but you still may have, what is it? COPD, is it? You have the chronic breathing problems. You may have asthma. So if you get the flu, it will be worse on you than it would be on a person that does not have any lung issues or breathing issues or maybe severe allergy issues. So it would behoove you to get that flu shot because it's going to help you. And then depending on your physical health, getting the flu can be deadly. The flu has been known to be the cause of death for many people. The same with COVID. Not everybody believes in getting the vaccines, but depending on your personal health, it's about taking care of numero uno. So I know what my personal health is. So I know I need to get the flu shot. I know I need to get the COVID vaccines. Hey, I even have to get the pneumonia shots. So, take care of yourself. And sometimes people will say, well, my son, he plays sports, so we get those physical exams. Okay, but what are those physical exams covering? Are they doing something that will catch prostate cancer? Are they taking a test that's going to catch leukemia? Is it going to catch things like that? Probably not. They're probably not doing anything that intensive. They just want to make sure that the heart's okay and no breathing problems and things of that nature. Nothing that will impact them as an athlete. But we're responsible for our kids until they get of age. We're responsible for their whole bodies. And then young men, when you get of age, you need to make sure that you're taking care of your entire body. And I can't say it enough that early detection is beneficial. It's beneficial. It is critical for certain chronic illnesses. Cancer found early, that's a godsend. So you might say, as an example, I was diagnosed with cancer in 2015. Was that a diagnosis that I wanted to have? No, not at all. But I was getting my mammograms each and every year. But God's timing is perfect. But that particular year, for whatever reason, I don't know if it was because, I don't know why it was, but anyway, I did not get my mammogram the month that I was scheduled to get it. I think I was either 2 or 3 months down the road. But when I did get it, it was like, oh, you get this letter. Oh, you need to come back. Okay, I'm not going to tell anybody, but I'm going to go back. So I go back. And I get another test. Then they detect something. Well, when it was all said and done, it was way back in the back of my breast, and it was stage 1. Now, I take it this way. So I took it 3 months late. It was stage 1. It was very hard to see. Now, if I had gotten it, and they said, so you probably haven't had it very long. So if I had gotten my mammogram when I was supposed to, it may have gone past what my timing would have been, and it might have gotten missed. So, I understand what I'm saying. So if I had got it in February, then I may have contracted it in March or April or May, and then I wouldn't have gotten another test until the next year. By that time, it could have been stage 2, 3, or 4. So that's why I say God's timing is perfect. So I was getting them every year, and although I was a couple months late, I did get it, and it was caught early. So my stage 1 now is that was 2015. So 7-8 years cancer free, 7 years. So it is better to catch it early, because when you catch it early, like I said, that stage may not be as bad, because the higher the stage, the worse it is. And it can get to such a stage that it metastasizes, and that means it attacks other parts of your body. So where I could have had breast cancer, and then it might have gotten into the other side, and then in my lymph nodes and down in other parts of my body. So early detection is critical. So that means you got to get those tests. Can't worry, like I said, I know money, you should be good stewards of your money, but sometimes you can't worry about costs. You have to manage your taking care of your body and doing it in a timely manner. Remember, don't say talk to the hand. I need you men to be listening. Don't push that button and say, oh, I don't need to hear this talk. You need to hear it and you need to pass it on. So keep listening. Over-the-counter medications, a lot of times those will help us. You get to feeling bad and something can drag on, but do you do anything that will help you throughout the course of the year? Taking vitamin C. Vitamin D. Yes, the sun is supposed to provide vitamin D for us, but how often do you go outside? Are you getting enough natural vitamin D? If not, you may need some. Calcium as you age, or if you have certain bone deficiencies, you may need additional calcium. You didn't drink a lot of milk as a child. You don't drink milk or eat dairy now. You may be deficient in that area. So you may need that additional calcium over the counter. Iron. Is your body lacking iron or what have you? So you find out different things. I take magnesium daily. I was having awful leg cramps. I'd just be sitting around and all of a sudden these cramps would hit me and it'd be, oh my goodness, got to get it out. And my husband would be like, get out, walk, get it out. I can't get up and walk. I might fall. But they were horrible. And in speaking with my physician, she said, oh, lack of magnesium. You're not getting enough magnesium. You need to take this. Sure enough, that did the trick. I may get them every now and then, according to how I'm sitting. If I know I'm sitting and I'm not supposed to be sitting like that, I might, but not this every day, every night thing. So again, a lot of people swear by, what is it? Oh, shoot. I'll think about it, but it is something that you can take. You dissolve it in water. I think it's in pill form now too. But I know one of my friends, she said she never has problems with colds or anything. What is the emergency? Yeah, emergency. She said she takes that daily. She's been taking it for years and years and years. And she doesn't have any issues with, getting those colds and other things like that. So you have to do some things that help you along the way. Eating healthy meals. Your body needs certain nutrients and different things like the dairy. It needs certain amount of oils or what have you. So eating those vegetables, sometimes we have a tendency to always want to eat food on the go, food on the run, eating foods that we like. So we eat a lot of fried foods, we eat a lot of pasta maybe, but we need to make sure that we're eating fruits and vegetables. We're eating balanced meals. We need so much grain. But those things actually help our whole bodies. Water. I can think about how many years I went and I did not drink water. Water is so good for our bodies. Now, if I don't drink water, I know it because I get lightheaded. But you have to drink water. Water is so good for our bodies. It helps rid us of certain things that our bodies don't need. It hydrates us, keeps our skin healthy. So that's another thing that we need to do is get that water in. So if you're not liking water, find a way to get it in. You start with, if you're not drinking any, start with 4 ounces 4 times a day. Then move it up, maybe 6 ounces 4 times a day till you make sure that you're getting all the water that you need daily. And you can see the results. Annual exams. Please, please, please make sure you get those annual exams. Uh, you want to get your prostate checked. You want to get checked for get colonoscopies. You want to get your physicals done. You want to get blood work done. You want to try to find anything that could go wrong, catch it early, because different tests notate different issues. So that's why you need the blood check. You need to get on that, the exam, so they can check your lungs. All of a sudden, is your breathing pattern different? Are you wheezing? You never had a wheezing problem before, because some things you get as you get older. Sometimes you get things as you are exposed to different materials in the air. You may work in a warehouse and you think, oh, it's clean. It has a good air conditioning system, so I'm getting the right air. But based on where you're located in that building, the ventilation system, and what is housed in that place, you may be getting a hold of something that is doing damage to your body. Just think about, these people come on TV and they said, if you are exposed to asbestos, if you're exposed to this, how about all the people that, people used to be in houses and they saw the mold and they thought nothing of it, didn't do anything. And then they found out, years later, how bad mold can be on your body, on your children's body. So now that's something to look at. So there's just so many different things, but if there's an annual that you need to get it. And I didn't even think about this one, but here's another good one. The dentist. Go to the dentist. Get your teeth looked at. Did you realize if you have cavities, we used to say rotten teeth, but if you have a mouthful of cavities, that's not good for your system. Just think about it. Those are in your mouth. They are decayed, for lack of a better word. They're decayed. So what's going down in your body from those bad teeth that you have? That can impact your health. So go to the dentist. If they're to a stage that they need to be removed and you need to get plates or whatever, do what you got to do for your health. Get those flu shots. Like I said, I know everybody don't believe in them. I swear by them. And because I have different chronic illnesses, my doctors say you have to get your flu shot. So I'm not hard-headed. I do get my flu shots every year. And as I mentioned, I also get my flu vaccines. And then, sometimes they change to different vaccines. So they had a new one to come out last year, and I had to get that one because the pneumonia vaccine, you don't get it every year. But last year I had to get one because the actual I'll say medication, for lack of a better term, changed. And so I needed to get that new one. What's another one I got? I got the shingles. I had the shingles vaccine. That was something that nobody ever worried about. Very seldom people got that. Now people get that quite often, and it can do it. Some people, it bothers them for a while and they're okay. Some people, they'll say, well, I had it, but, they don't really complain. So they didn't have a bad case of it. Then some people, they can't go to work. They're miserable and, all of this. So it depends on your body or whatever. But I did take that. And then they had one, and they were finding that people were taking that vaccine. I want to say it was 2 years ago, and they were still getting the shingles. And so they came out with a new vaccine. So I got that one. I waited and got the new one. But that's another one. And a big one is know your family history, because you may be healthy, look healthy, and the doctors might think, oh, you're good, you're healthy. Oh, I don't need to see you until a couple of years. But if your family has a history of I don't know, breast cancer or prostate cancer, men, and because men can have breast cancer as well, um, leukemia, lupus, diabetes. So if you have a history of these things, the doctor needs to know so they can be proactive in checking you for these things. They're not going to wait until they see something. They're going to know, or if you have that family history, they need to know about that. That will help you in the end. And I know a lot of people were adopted, and so you don't have that family history. So, if there's any way that you can get that information, it can be useful. Another one is accountability partner. And so, why these guys are saying, talk to the hand. I don't want to talk about it. I don't need to get tested. I'm not going to get this. I'm not going to get that. If you have an accountability partner, that person can talk with you, and that's probably somebody that you will listen to more so than me or somebody else. But that's a person that can talk to you and say, hey, when's the last time you've been to the dentist? You need to get your teeth checked. If you're female, when's the last time you had a mammogram? Do you check your breasts every month? You have to do the self-exams. Hey, dude, I haven't seen you in a while. What's up? What's up? What's up? We ought to go to lunch sometime. You're sitting down at lunch, you talking like, man, I haven't seen you in about 5 years. It's so good running into you. I know you miss your dad because I miss him too. Yeah, have you had a prostate exam? No, I'm just 25. Yeah, man, but I hate to bring it up, but that's what killed your dad. So that's in your family history. So you need to get that checked sooner rather than later. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was like, is it hereditary? Yes, it can be. If your family has a history of certain illnesses like diabetes or a certain type of cancer or heart disease, yes, then it's more likely that their offspring will have it as well. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you so much for letting me know. Okay, let's exchange numbers. So, you don't want to hassle them because you want them to get the test, but maybe in a month or so, you reach out again. Hey, I don't want to lose, I got your number now, so I don't want to lose contact with you. Just checking in, seeing how everything's going. I know you took a year off of school, so how's it coming now? You're about done. So blah, 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 blah. Okay. I know we talked about you getting that prostate exam last time we talked. Have you thought any more about it? Oh, yes, sir. Thank you so much for mentioning it to me. I did, I was able to get in and get that test done. And I explained to my doctor, because I didn't have the same one that my father had, but I did explain that my father had passed away with prostate cancer. And so I got, I got approved to have that done. So I really appreciate that. And he says that's something that I need to get done annually. So I appreciate that. So it is good to have an accountability partner. So again, you want to close some of those gaps, because if you're not healthy, you're not at 100, it can cause other issues in your life. You can fall into that gap. So this is one I know that's big with the guys. You don't think you need to get those exams. You don't need to do those proactive things. You rather wait and then react to whatever it is. But I do believe that taking care of your health, being proactive and doing those things that you can do to make sure you're staying healthy is so vital to your lives, and those are the ones that you love. So again, I hope that this helps someone today. Please, please, please share it with someone, because I'm sure it would help someone else. So again, thank you. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Please make sure that you visit my website, which is www.buildyourbestlife.org. That's www.buildyourbestlife.org. You can read my blog that comes out 10 a.m. each Monday. Have some great topics out there for you to read that will help you, assist you in your walk of life. You can look at my calendar events to see the events that we have going on. And in about, I guess, a month and a half, our Grateful Conference will be back. I can't wait for that. Also, you can check out the products that I offer. I am a life coach. So I do consultations, coaching. I'm a speaker, a webinar speaker as well. I have written a book, Build Your Best Life. It is about your life, your actions, and your credibility, overcoming obstacles to build your best life. It's a great book. It makes a great gift. It will assist everyone that associates with anybody else, because what's in this book will help anyone overcome obstacles and to build your best life. You know, just because life happens, you don't have to get down there and stay down there. You can overcome those obstacles one at a time. So please, please, please make sure you check that out. You can get an autographed copy from my book. I do have them in stock. You can get them right away. And if you like the Kindle version, Amazon.com. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Next month, we are talking about reaching for goals is our theme. And on October 3rd, my special guest is going to be Pastor Darren Roll of Freeport, Bahamas. And our topic is going to be J-Plan. J-Plan. So tune in at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, January 3rd, to listen to Pastor Roll and myself. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be blessed, and I hope to see you on Tuesday. Remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan, it's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. I love you. Keep praying for us here at Build Your Best Life. Bye-bye.